A lot of business owners have asked me how they can use technology to boost their company, and that's precisely today's topic. I want to show you how you can migrate from Industry 3.0 to Industry 4.0 by giving you 3 practical steps that you can implement starting from today. And in case you don't know me, I'm Ion Solovăstru, CEO and founder of Moonlysoft, a software consultancy business. So we want to explore how to boost your company's growth by using technology with the key point of not changing anything. So we want to build on top of your current infrastructure. Businesses that are in a traditional way are dying. And the reason for that is because there is no constant in a business. You either grow or you die. We have tons of examples where we can see that companies that didn't adapt just vanished. And we have even more examples, especially nowadays, where we can see companies like Google, Uber, Tesla, and many more that used technology to their advantage and unlocked an exponential growth. So most of companies don't take advantage of today's technology. There is a constant battle between swords and rifles. And they want you to be on the right side to have the ultimate weapon in today's economy. So the goal is simple. We want to use the current technology, we want to be in the Industry 4.0 and to be ahead of your competition. So let's start with the definitions. What is Industry 3.0? As a broad definition, this is formed by machines and software. But there is a slower response to the market change, there is high operational costs, there is limited data transparency, we have scalability issues when we are talking about Industry 3.0, and the reason for that is because this industry relies on humans, so it's human-centric. As it can be seen, even if we have technology and software, the human is the constraint, the human is the bottleneck. Think of it like an employee that needs to communicate with each software. There is plenty room for errors, there is a lot of training that needs to be done, basically a lot of resources and time that you have to invest in that person. Just imagine when the company grows and you have more solutions that are added on your stack. What if you have one more employee? What if you have one more software that you add to your current stack? What if you remove one software? What happens with that migration? A new product and so on. So as you can see, everything is dependent on the human. So the human is in the center of it. So there is an alternative, a better alternative, and it's called Industry 4.0. Let's see what is that and how we can use it. In this Industry 4.0, we define Industry 4.0 as industry where the humans are outside of the machine. And this implies in increased efficiency and productivity, easy to scale, transparency of data, competitive advantages. So these are all the opposite things that we've discussed on Industry 3.0. And the reason for that is because Industry 4.0 is data and process centric, not human centric. This is how it looks in practice. As you can see, there are all the systems that communicates with one another, and the human has minimal interaction. Just by pressing a button, all the systems are triggered, and the processes are done behind the scenes. Simply put, there is no human error. You have instant time and there is no onboarding and training needed. Just imagine again, if you have multiple systems, so you scale your business. Then, in this example, the human is just a mere actor. You just have minimal interaction with the system. So everything runs smoothly, there are no bottlenecks, nor constraints with this approach. And this is how exponential companies like Google, Tesla have managed to boost their growth so fast. Here we can see a clear view on how Industry 3.0 is a constraint and how Industry 4.0 is the new way, the better way of handling business processes. So our goal is to migrate from the Industry 3.0 and to shift towards Industry 4.0. So the agenda for today, we are going to discuss about integrations, so utilizing the power of complex automation just by pressing one button. Then we are going to discuss about dashboards, how to make data-driven decisions and not emotional-driven decisions. And lastly, we are going to discuss about how we can integrate artificial intelligence in all of these processes. So let's start with the first topic and let's explore how we can put our business on autopilot. How we can use integration in Industry 4.0. First, we need to have processes in place. This can be defined either on paper or in a digital format. These processes are the most fundamental thing in every business, so you most probably have those. And on top of them, we have software that are working within those processes. So having the processes defined and the software that utilize those processes is the definition of Industry 3.0. And then, if we manage to integrate the software to connect with one another, we have the definition of Industry 4.0. This is where the magic happens. How does it look like? Well, let's take an example. Let's say that we have an email that is coming to our system. We have a customer success person associated for it called John. Then it goes to the customer support system, then to Kim, that's another person that needs to extract the ticket from the customer support, update it into the CRM, then Sasha have to transfer it to the dev ticketing system, then Tim, the developer, has to fix the bug or fix the feature, and then the flow will go backwards. So we have 4 people that are involved into such a process. And the bad part is that even if it's so long, it's double way. So all the way back, we'll have to go to Tim, to the dev ticketing, to Sasha, and so on. So the time spent on this and the human error can be so huge that you're basically opening doors for flaws, and a lot of money are left on the table. And this is how you can automate your process, how you can use integration to automate it. So you get an email, just go straight to the customer support, to the CRM, to the ticketing. These are automatic tasks, are integration that are done behind the scenes. And then Tim, the developer, that's the person that needs to actually do something, gets a notification. And once everything is done, it goes backwards instantly. So we have instant update, we have instant client feedback, we have instant team tasks, we have no human errors, no delays, and there is no fragility because everything is automated and everything is monitored. This checks integrations. And we've seen why it is so important to create seamless communications between systems and why this is a mandatory thing to do if you want to scale your business. Now, let's talk about dashboards and see how we can take advantage of your own data and with that data-driven decision to make accurate and profitable decisions. The truth is that most companies have data, but they are not correlated. And the reason because they are not correlated is because people don't see the value in the data. They can't analyze it properly because they don't have the tools. They are missing the context because the data is spread across multiple systems. And because of that, it is too complex and overwhelming. So the problem, the whole story is missing. It's the decision making, it's done with guesses instead of data-driven decisions. But there is a good part. You can easily start taking advantage of your data starting from today. In order to make accurate analysis, we need to have all the data in one place, from the CRM, ERP, and any other app into a single dashboard. Let's see how does it look like in practice. So every organizational layer needs a dashboard. We have staff, management, and the board of directors. First up is staff. Here we can have dashboards and reporting related to the sales numbers, to the ticket closed, to how many clients are satisfied, so a lot of metrics. And this gives us to the staff the accountability and transparency. For the management team, it helps them to make data-driven decisions because they see the team progress, they see the least 5 performant staff, the best five performance staff, so they can make bonuses, they can have trainings for the least ones, so they can make data-driven decisions. And the same things go with the board. The board of directors needs to have all the data in reports and in dashboards, so they can have they can make data-driven decisions. So the idea is to have multiple softwares that communicate with one another to create a dashboard where you can see everything in one place. And that checks dashboards. We've seen how important it is to have access to all the data so you can make correct data-driven decisions. Now we are moving to artificial intelligence, and we'll see how AI can take any business to the next level. AI bundles everything together. It uses the existing systems that we've talked about in integrations, and it takes advantage of your data that we've talked about in dashboards. So far, we've seen how easy it is in Industry 4.0 to press just one click and everything to work smoothly. And we've seen how anti-fragile is this approach. But it can become even better than this. By placing the AI between the employee and the system, we have the ultimate way of interacting with the software. Now, the AI agent is at the forefront of your systems. Employees can just communicate with the AI and everything that it needs to be done just using a conversational-like interface. So this is like the ultimate weapon to grow your business in an exponential way. So let's see how it looks in practice. First, we'll see how AI can work with your data. Let's take an example. So one customer asks, did the customer Moonly pay last month? And then the AI responds that we didn't get any invoice last month. And then you say, okay, how about 2 months ago? And we have like a data integrator in this AI agent. And that can work with the accounting side and also can work with the sales side, where we are going to ask, give me how much money John have made in Q3. And then you have a sum of money, like $78,000. And then you say, okay, great, give me a list of the bottom 5 salesperson or the top 5 salesperson. So you can interact with the data that you have. And AI can also interact with your processes. So you can say something like into your CRM that, okay, update the status of the client 1. And then you have like a confirmation that everything is set up. And then you can add comments. You can basically interact with your system. And that can work with your CRM and also can work with the onboarding system. So you can have like an agent that has all the knowledge of your business. And you can say like, hi, I'm John, the new colleague. And then the AI can help you onboard every new employee that you have. So how should we proceed from here? And then first we need to set up Microsoft and then ... So it has like access to your knowledge systems and access to your software that it can create accounts and so on. And this checks artificial intelligence. And we've seen how AI can boost our current solution and take our company to the next level. And the good part is that we can do this on top of our current systems without changing anything. So this covers the 3 things that we can add to our business to grow and without changing anything. So we don't want to destroy the current infrastructure that we have. We just want to add on top of it. But there is so much more. If you're interested in finding more, or if you're interested in a personalized solution, just click on the description into the first link and let's connect on LinkedIn. See you.